So happy to be here with you today. It's a very special time in my life. For all my life, I have had certain things that I wanted to complete, but the most important of all of them has been to try to put out a version of my Guru's commentaries on the Bhagavad Gita. This only since 1995, because I expected it to be a good version before, but it wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't as I remembered it. And with God's grace, I have been given a very good memory. And so in just a short time, it's unbelievably short, I was able to write this whole book. It's really quite amazing, because a book like this you can't write 600 pages in 2 months. It's just not humanly possible, especially for somebody who is extremely conscious of style and clarity and doing all the work that the many writers leave it to the reader to figure out what they mean. I have always felt that my job as a writer is to make things as clear as possible for the reader. With all these considerations, to think that I could finish it, starting it on October 7th, finish it on December 5th. That's less than 2 months. It's unbelievable, and yet it happened. I'm so thrilled, I cannot tell you. I feel my Guru wrote it through me. Hello everybody. I'm so pleased to be able to greet you on this occasion. I remember Dr. Lewis talking about the early days in Boston when Master first came to this country, and Master would talk about the work and how it would grow and all the places they would have, and Dr. Lewis would look around him at that one room that Master was renting and say, but when? And then, of course, years later it came to pass. I wonder if that isn't true for most great works. I remember when I first saw the balcony on which Lahiri Mahashai, as Master describes in Autobiography of a Yogi, used to give his Bhagavad Gita classes, and I imagined it to be a sizable crowd. It was hardly big enough for 15 people. And so also with the schools and with the communities, they were very small at first, and the schools were almost nothing. But I do believe this school system, as well as the communities, will have a lasting impact. Finally, God has brought me to India. I didn't think it would happen, but it has happened. I have to say, I love India. I love being here. I love being with Indians. This is my home. I have an American body, but I have an Indian soul. And to live here and be with all of you, although this is the twilight of my life, it's a great fulfillment and joy for me to be able to be among you and to do whatever little bit I can. I'm not important, but if I can bring to all of you an understanding of my Guru's mission. It's not the ego of a disciple who wants his Guru to be well known. Certainly there must be some of that, because I am loyal to him and I am enthusiastic about him and I love him. But it's more than that. I see that he had something that I haven't seen other saints do have. No great master is greater than any other great master, because they're one with God. You can't go beyond that. But you have to say that some have different roles, and his role was very special. It was unique in a way. It was, as I said, to bring the message of Kriya Yoga, the path of Kriya Yoga to the world, but in that context also to bring back original Christianity and original Hindu yoga. And in that context, I'm hoping that we can start communities here, also in India. Places where people get together not for economic reasons, but because they want to serve God together. So, what is the answer? Put God first. Open the door of your heart to His love. You will understand in that openness. Hridaya kutiro dwar, kola ache bar. My heart's door is always open to your love.